Good morning, everybody. I will wait for 2 minutes, waiting for the others to join, and then we'll start, okay? Maya, you can't hear me because I'm not saying anything أصلا. يعني I'm waiting for the others to join. Yes, I said I'm waiting, okay? 2 minutes and we'll start. Okay, miss, I will share screen now. Okay. Yesterday we started with the reading lesson and we explained the vocabulary words. We also explained the author's point of view. Let me ask you about the author's point of view before we continue with the reading lesson. Who can remind me what are, I will allow you to unmute yourselves. Unmute yourself in case you want to answer. If not, do not unmute yourselves, okay? So who can remind me what are the two types of the point of view? Yes, Asil.
Miss,
Yes.
so we have the first and the third point of view.
So we have the first and the third point of view. Yes, Asil, can you explain to us what is the first point of view?
The first point of view is when the writer, the narrator, or the author is in the story, is a character in the story. And the third point of view is when the author is only telling the story and is not taking part in the
Very
story.
good. Excellent. Excellent. Type. Who can tell me what are some of the pronouns used in the first point of view, other than Asil?
What was the question again?
Miss, can I
Yes, miss.
The me, I, he, us, and yeah.
Okay, so if the author is using the first point of view, it means he is one of the characters. So he uses I, me, my, and so on. And if the author is using the third point of view, it means he is using she, he, it, they, and so on. Okay? So this is the point of view. We explained it yesterday. We also talked about the genre. Who can tell us what is the genre that we explained yesterday?
Historical fiction.
Historical fiction. What is a historical fiction? Who can tell me? Yes, Hassan Zainuddin.
Yes, miss.
Yes, what is a historical fiction?
A historical fiction means it's like history.
Okay, so it's something that happened a long time ago, or a story that took
Yes.
place a long time ago. Okay, yesterday we started with the text, we started reading, and we reached till, I guess, a special invitation, right?
Yes, miss. It's like the last paragraph when
Yes,
the
yes.
teacher.
Yes, we finished the first page,
Yes,
miss.
and when the teacher asked her parents to allow her to go to school or to become a student, right?
Yeah, after she saw them, she saw her sewing.
After
Yes.
she saw her talent in weaving,
Knitting.
and yes, she asked her parents to allow her to come to school and to be a student, because as we said, people a very long time ago, maybe in their country, were against girls to go to school. So there were schools for boys only and not for girls, or few schools were for girls and many were for boys. Okay? Done. So now let's move to the second page. Our life is going to be very short today, I guess.
Miss, aren't you gonna have a support live session?
Support live session is for specific people, Yana.
Yeah, when will how would you tell
So,
us who will
Are
join?
you gonna tell us or on the group or?
No, I'm not gonna tell anybody. Of course, yeah. People who think or who know that they are in need for support, they know themselves, Yana. No need to tell anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, let's continue. Okay. Type. I want someone to read.
Please.
يلا يا حسن, read.
Hearing this, Cassie wanted to rush forward and shout for joy, but she knew
Why did she feel happy?
because she's going to school and she wanted that for a long time.
Going to school, and she wanted to go to school a very long time, but her parents didn't agree. Continue.
She knew Incan girls should not display
Incan
such.
girls, هن the girls of her country, يعني of her village.
Yes. Okay. Display such impudence. So she remained still. After what seemed like hours, Cassie's parents spoke. We will miss her, but yes, we should be honored to have Cassie attend school. An education will be of great benefit to her.
Okay, so hearing this, just a second, ya Hassan. Lucy wanted to rush forward and shout for joy. She was very happy. Okay. but she knew Incan girls should not display such impudence. So even these girls are not allowed to show their happiness. يعني she wanted to shout and she wanted to rush, she wanted to run, she wanted to jump to show that she's happy. But in their traditions, this is an impudent action. This is impudence. يعني if she does this, it means she is a rude girl. Okay, so she couldn't do that. She couldn't show everyone that she's happy because they thought that if she did that, she would be a rude girl. So she remained still. يعني she stayed where she is. She didn't move from her place. She remained calm, quiet, still. Okay, because as I told you, if she shouted and yelled, they would say that she is an impolite girl. After what seemed like hours, Kuzi's father spoke.
Miss, she did all that just to show people that not all the things that boys can do, girls cannot do. Everything boys can do, girls can do.
Yes, of course. Okay. So Kuzi's father spoke. We will miss her, but yes, we would be honored to have Kuzi attend school, and education will be of great benefit to her. So her father now changed his mind and believed that education would be of a great benefit to her. Okay? Continue, Hassan.
Much to learn.
No,
Kuzi found
that night, Hassan, that night. We didn't finish yet.
Oh,
The
yes.
Barman.
That night, Kuzi's parents made the agreements for her to begin school. She would leave them in just 1 week. Kuzi felt such optimism, but she was never nervous too.
She was nervous too. Okay, so that night her parents did the agreement. So of course, her parents should maybe sign some papers or something. So they did the agreements for her to begin school, and she would leave them in just 1 week. So she still has 1 week with her parents, and she's going to leave them. Kuzi felt such optimism. Optimism means when you feel hopeful. She was hopeful, but she was nervous too. So she was hopeful and she was nervous at the same time. Okay, this is how she felt. Lamar Sharafuddin, you want to read? Yalla.
I want to read.
Yalla, Lamar.
Much to learn. Kuzi found living at the school so different from being at home. She had to memorize the essentials of Incan history, of beliefs, and also learn to prepare food, including China Morada, a special drink made from purple corn. But the highlight of Kuzi's new life was weaving class. She relished learning to spin yarns from the previous wool of vicuñas and vicuñas. Kuzi had glimpsed the tiny camels roaming distant hills, and once on market day she had even secretly stored a garment made from their silky wool. She knew only royal people could wear such robes. It is a privilege just to touch fibers as fine.
Just a second. Let's just explain what you have read till now. So much to learn. This shows maybe about the amount of things she has to learn at school. Okay, so Kuzi found living at the school so different from being at home. She had to memorize the essentials, means the rules of Incan history and beliefs, and she also learned to prepare foods, including chicha morada, a special drink made from purple corn. But
Miss,
the
what does
high-
murada mean?
Miss, nobody knows. ما قالوا لكم this is a drink. They
Oh,
told you. But the
Okay.
highlight of Susie's new life was weaving class. She relished learning to spin yarn from the glimpse tiny camels roaming distant hills, and once on market day, she had even secretly stored a garment made from their silky wool. She knew only royal people could wear such robes. So she started her school with, of course, weaving and learning how to weave more and more. Thank you, Lamar.
Welcome.
Samia?
yeah.
Yes, miss, you speak.
Okay. She sighed confidently.
You stand
One-
here. It is a privilege. Start from it is a privilege.
Oh, sorry. It is a privilege just to touch fibers as fine as these, she sighed confidently. One afternoon, while the other girls were practicing techniques she had already mastered, Kuzi began to daydream. Her thoughts drifted back to a day when she had seen a village elder using a quipu to count and record the numbers of alpacas in the herd. The counting tool made by knotting strands of wool had fascinated her.
Okay, so
Excuse me.
just a second, Samia. It is a privilege such to just to touch fibers as fine as these. She sighed. So she thought that these fibers or these textiles are very let's say luxurious. Okay, so one afternoon while the other girls were practicing techniques that she already mastered, Kusi began to daydream. What do you mean by daydreaming?
Miss, when she's dreaming,
Yani she starts imagining something maybe. Okay, her thoughts
yes, Miss, when
drifted
she
back
dreams,
to a day when she had seen a village elder using a quipu to count and record the number of places. Okay, so Moham, and all these textiles that she has seen fascinated her, and she was amazed with them. Continue, Samia.
Excuse me, sir, she had said to the man. Will you please show me how to use the counting threads? With a sneer of derision. The man had shouted angrily at Kuzi. Foolish girl, had no one told you only men use the quipi? Never speak such nonsense again.
Okay, so
Kuzi had
first of all, this man was angry because he thought that she's very young. He didn't believe that she is such a talented girl, and at the same time, see the discrimination. There's a sexual discrimination here. They are discriminating between men and women, between a male and a female. So even they have a tradition that only men will use this technique, a cube or something. Okay, so even this was used only by men. That's why he was angry. Continue. Samia? Samia? Samia, we can't hear you. Angelina, read, please.
Miss, I don't think Samia's talking because I cannot hear her either.
Okay, start, Angelina.
Kusi had
Angelina, read.
Yes, miss. Kusi had ran away as fast as her legs would take her. Yet she never forgot about the quipu. Even now, as she recalled that long ago scheme, her fingers worked at tying knots in a wool cord. She was convinced the secrets of this forbidden tool were the key to great knowledge.
Okay.
Suddenly, a
Just
classmate.
So she believed that this tool, which is the quipu, which is a very important tool, she thought that this tool is a great knowledge. So she wanted to learn something new using this tool, which was forbidden. It was just for men. Continue.
Suddenly, a classmate's shout startled Kusi from her thought. Kusi has fallen asleep. The girls broke into laughter and, blushing, Kusi hid the knots in her lap. Enough, the teacher said to quiet the class. Kusi, please step outside.
Okay, so suddenly a classmate's shout startled Kusi from her thoughts. Kusi has fallen asleep. The girls broke into laughter and, blushing, Kusi hid the knots in her lap. So she was working on the knots and she fell asleep. Enough, the teacher said to quiet the class. Kusi, please step outside. So maybe she was tired, maybe she was thinking of something, but she fell asleep. Thank you, Angelina.
Miss, you said today that our Zoom is gonna be short.
يعني not 40 35 هيك هالقد يعني. Okay.
Oh.
Just a second. Hassan Bawab, read.
Miss, by mistake, I annotated. Can you please remove it? I was zooming out.
Okay. Hassan Bawab, please read.
Yes.
Read.
Suddenly, a classmate.
We finished. We finished this. A secret to treasure. Sirna.
A secret treasure. When they were alone, Mama Kona gestured toward the knotted wall that Kusi held behind her back. Show me what you have made, she said sternly. When Kusi gave her the knots, the woman's eyes widened in alarm. Is this a
Equipu, women should not possess these things.
Women should not possess these things.
Okay.
You take great risk.
Okay, so when they were alone, when they were alone? Maybe the teacher and Kusi knotted the wool that Kusi held behind her back. Show me what you have made, she said sternly. When Kusi gave her the knots, the woman's eyes widened in alarm, so as if she was looking at her and she was shocked. Is this a quipu? So now, Kusi got this tool, okay? Women should not possess these things. You take a great risk. So she thought that women should not do this because these are their traditions and their beliefs, and that Kusi is taking a great risk, okay? So she's taking a great risk in using this tool. Continue, ya Hassan. Hassan? يلا.
كمل.
Continue, yes.
But if I know how to use the quipu, Kusi pleaded, I could keep school records and the royal merchants could no longer cheat us when buying our
Vicula robes. These are their traditional dresses. So she thought that if she keeps the tool, this would keep the school records. So they will just say that the school is making good records because they have good students and good girls. And the royal merchants means the people who sell these kinds of robes and their traditional dresses won't cheat them. Okay, they won't cheat them when buying their robes. Continue.
Mama Kona struggled with her thoughts. She knew well the ban against women using the quipu, but she herself had possessed this thirst for knowledge when she was a girl.
So her
She recalled
teacher knew that she's going to struggle with her, and she knew that this is forbidden and this is banned, and that women are not allowed to use it. But she kept on helping her because she thought that this girl loves to learn new things since she was a young girl. Continue.
She recalled how her brother had secretly taught her to keep accounts with the Quipu. In the end, she was won over by Kusi's hopeful plea.
Yeah. Continue.
I will teach you to make Quipu properly. She whispered. Kusi's face lit up.
So
But you must promise.
Happy. So her teacher told her that I'm going to teach you how to use this properly. Continue. But you promised never to tell anyone. So she told her this is a secret. I'm going to teach you how to use it, but this should remain a secret. Continue.
Kusi hugged her teacher. Thank you, Mama Kona. I promise I will not disappoint you. I will learn and I will forever keep your secrets.
Okay, so this is what happened. So as you can see, she was a hardworking girl and she had really thirst for knowledge. This was our lesson. Tomorrow we'll continue with the lecture, but we will do the exercises related to the lecture. Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So, Miss, tomorrow we have an added Zoom.
No, tomorrow you don't have a Zoom live session.
Oh yes, yes. Tomorrow we have quizzes. Yes.
Right. Yeah. Thank you all. Goodbye.
Bye. Miss. Bye. Bye.
Bye. Bye. Thank you.
Miss, do we leave? Bye, Miss.
Bye, Miss.